Assuming a simple racing game with shallow meaning and kinda stupid gameplay is all about philosophy is a bold move. Is it though? People usually associate philosophy with very deep stuff, looking for important meanings behind questions nobody actually knows the answer to. But the underrated side of philosophy is that you can ask deep questions about literally anything. It's not that hill climb racing is all about philosophy. It's that philosophy is all about anything, including a dumb racing game. This video is not your average hill climb racing gameplay, with random strats, NPC videos or anything like that. I wanna make it clear that this video is about life, through a 2D racing game perspective. Because humanity loves unexpected stuff and we just don't admit it. The anything I'll use for this video will be very unexpected. Canyon Arena of the second game of the franchise. I'll show you how you can transform anything into content, deep thoughts or philosophy. And yeah, the ancient Greece vibes here are just a coincidence. Okay. What's the main differential of Canyon Arena compared to other maps? This one is kinda hard to spot, but Canyon Arena is a map that repeats itself every 5,000 meters, like we're driving in circles. Barely any players notice it, because every time you repeat the cycle, a platform has fallen and blocked the passage. You activated something that now leads you to a higher path. You dropped a rock that now serves as a platform, or you dropped platforms that created holes and made your path harder. And did you notice that? This is not about the game. We live our lives in routines that repeat themselves all the time. We wake up, eat breakfast, go to school or work, have lunch, play the same games, talk to the same people, have dinner, take shower, go to bed. And the next day, you do the same thing. Life feels like a loop. And just like in the game, the changes are pretty small. A platform you move just leads to a different cave that ends up on the same route, like the different meals you eat. They feel different, but in the end you're just doing the same things over and over again. Sometimes the map itself changes its terrain for a short stretch, but it always leads back to the same place. Kind of like how not everything in life is up to you. Maybe you get sick and miss a day of work, but in the end, the cycle will repeat. We're all stuck on it. And we can go even further with other features of the map. You'll see some sections where the terrain's kinda flat, others where it's rough. Sometimes you go through caves, sometimes you go through rooftops. Sometimes you have to make complex jumps. Other times, the objects around you will actually help you move forward. And yeah, this is all about life too. We all get those easy times and those hard ones. The dark, tight, claustrophobic times and the bright, open, free times. Times where you have to make hard decisions alone. And times where someone else helps you through. In some rare moments, going back to gain momentum and move forward happens on the map too. And this is so underrated in real life. One of the hardest decisions you'll ever make is to step back, even when it's the smartest thing to do, because it feels so counterintuitive. Doing that consciously in real life is insanely rare. But here's the game, teaching you to do it when necessary. But don't mistake this type of going back with trying to fix the past. Because just like in the game, if you go too far behind, you'll hit an invisible wall. And you'll just waste time and fuel. If you've messed up big in the past, you gotta learn from it and move on. It's impossible to undo the past, but it's possible to flow better with the new learnings. We've talked a lot about the map itself. Now let's think about something different. The vehicles you use in this map. Hoverbike, for example. or other vehicles that can easily reach higher areas. We'll have way more advantages and easier time here than something like sports car, a car that doesn't fly and doesn't have the same acceleration. If you want to reach the higher paths with sports car, you need a lot of upgrades, and it will take not just time but practice. Vehicles like the snowmobile though will never be able to reach those areas. They'll have to stick to the caves and go through the harder parts of the map most of the time. This concept is pure real life. Some people are born with advantages and life is just easier for them. They naturally get to those higher, freer paths. Others start way down at the bottom and need to work really hard if they want to climb up. And the truth is, most won't make it. Some people don't even get a chance at all. It's crazy to realize that everything I'm comparing here wasn't the intention of the developers when they made this map. But here's the thing, who says we can't compare? Life gets much more interesting when we start creating our own meanings. And honestly, this reminds us to appreciate the good stuff. We're always complaining about the developers, asking for better maps, new features, and we don't even notice or appreciate these little details they actually did well. And dare I say, that's kinda like life too. Our world isn't perfect. Most of the meaning people and cultures attach to it is just how they choose to see things. Some people live on autopilot, playing the same way others do, never questioning anything. Others create their own meaning, and those meanings they are often wildly different from each other. But here's where life gets even crazier. In this case, we don't actually know who the developer is. Maybe he's perfect, and all this chaos mixed with order is part of some flawless, bigger plan. Maybe he's not perfect. Or maybe there isn't even one, and that's exactly why chaos and order exist together. But I'll leave those deeper thoughts up to you.